Thinking of making a purchase in this market? Is this the best time? Find out on today's Real Talk. Today we have the wonderful Connor Piszel. Connor, thanks for coming on.
No problem, Peter. Thanks for having me. Appreciate
Connor,
it.
you came on to our team just at the beginning of summer, so welcome aboard. How have you found it so far? Well, first of all, you were up in Aurelia trading real estate, and now you're back home here in Burlington, Hamilton area. So how have you found that transition back this way?
So it's been a pretty good transition so far. Like obviously being up in Aurelia, I was tackling the cottage country up there. Grew up in Oakville and did about 2 years up in Aurelia, and it was great. Obviously with the pandemic happening there, it was a little bit slower socially wise, but like with the market, it was crazy up there, and I had a great time. I spent a lot of summers up that way, so I just thought coming back, being with my friends and family, it's been a good decision to come back and tackle Burlington, Oakville, Hamilton area.
So you'd have a lot of us folks going up there buying cottages in the pandemic and just driving that market like crazy, I guess.
We had so many people, like basically every call we got was people from the city or investors looking to get cottages or Airbnbs and just investment properties up that way.
And I guess those prices went up the same almost amount that the prices went up here, right?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. So I want to talk to you a little bit about the buying in this market, because you're primarily working on the buying side with buyers.
Yeah.
What do you think is kind of the prognosis for somebody who's going out to buy a house in the next few months? Is that a good decision? Should they be waiting, or what's kind of your sense on that?
You know what, like my take on this is like, if you're ready to get into the market, you should be getting in. Like time in the market is better than timing the market. Mm-hmm. So if you're ready, you got your down payment and you're good to go, you have your pre-approval, now would be a good time, because as we talked about a couple days ago about the stats, the amount of listings on market are kind of going up from here, but we know in come November, December, we're gonna hit that peak and it's gonna start to go down a little bit. So like right now, if you're ready to go, you're gonna have less competition, less buyers and more options out there for you.
Yeah, I agree. It's not so hard to remember when it was crazy and you were up against 10 to 15 offers. And historically, if you look over the last 10 or 20 years, July, August, those are the highest, that's typically the highest time of the year for the number of listings on the market.
Yeah,
so,
totally.
You've got more choice right now than you've had before. And this is kind of a golden period throughout the year, but if you miss it, that listing count starts to go right down until you hit December, January.
And like we've talked about before, like when people see a shift in the market, maybe interest rates going down or prices start to go up a little bit, then there's going to be a lot of people who jump into that market, and then it's going to create a lot more competition for first-time buyers, investors, anyone who's looking to get into the market. So like I said before, if you're ready to go right now, you have everything locked up, like you should be pulling trigger.
Yeah, no, I agree. Could be, we have no way of knowing which way it's going to go, but as the market works, like you said, if there's one little spark in the market, everybody piles onto it and it just explodes, and that could just as easily happen again.
Yeah, and we've seen that before, like at the beginning of COVID, people started seeing prices go up and interest rates were coming down, and people were jumping on it, and that's kind of what created that crazy market a year, 2 years ago now.
Yeah, I love it. I would listen to you if you were my realtor.
Oh, thank you. Appreciate that.
Awesome. Thanks for coming on, Connor.
No problem. Thanks for having me, Peter.